Just click here. Okay.
All right, guys, welcome back to Sinshobi. Today, Friday, as usual, we would have Sana here. We are supposed to have Habibi at Lamin Jalo at Hatib Walidan Jai coming in later in the show. Lamin Jalo would be talking about fundraising boom pour Afcon bi pour muna jàppale nu muna jàppale rek pour Afcon bi. Hatib dinañu join suñu review league bi games suñu am we are having really big games you mel ni Real at Gamtel, you mel ni Fortune 2, they are playing some really big games. Duñ def dara rek lu dul as usual Sana yow di nga ma nuyul suma mbokki soosey and then we would go from there.
Wow, Ras, jërëjëf um, sa introduction bi maa ngi laa nuyu it di la gërëm di la sant di nuyu Abibi Fall Lamin Omar Diatta nekk si background bi Buba Jallow Fala Boy ak suñ fans yëpp ñoo xam ne ñu ngi seetaan time bi. It's unfortunate that Friday I missed out. Yeah, because of Yamaganaham. I'm really happy to be back to hashtag New York Gambian Football and Footballers Talk Show.
Well, just you cause it's so said, just you cause you know, I don't want to leave my guys behind, you know.
Wow. Okay, Ras, I'm one mom. Man, all of Bila gonna mean they were, even though social 100%.
Right.
All of Bila mean they gonna you know,
right.
And then I don't want to direct now all you can body will be content na, you know, momunding na tola na content. Coming alialo nyamendrong before no ajumolti Allah program hashtag no Gambian football and footballers na hala koteke ka jibe ke Gambian ligola mingi alonko anyanta resume la this week. In fact, second division will resume tale already. Nga match kuma bal soto na mingi alonko ebe scheduling this weekend. And coming in kasoto nyame rugby ngala alteri mala soto jang al dol koto Ras Judah, you know, Abibi Fall, and then also Omar Diatta ne Lamin Baro fanang konton na imo katara soto nak alkanto la jabake bari amin katara doko la duma Omar katara jere Lamin katara jere we katara jele, you know, Buba Jallow Fala Boy have background of to be because ate ne Ras Judah katula nyo falinna. So I mean, coming off all the drong, ni mala soleti Gambian football along. So mbal baby sama ni programmer.
jërëjëf waay Sana luñ def dara lu dul ñu indi Habibi moom mi nga xam ne join nañu bu yàggut. Habibi, welcome to the show. I know that you are in Gambia, you are very busy, and you are also preparing us a guest to come on board. Habibi, ñu ngi laa nuyu waay.
Wow, assalamu alaikum everybody. Once again, it's another beautiful Friday. Your usual hashtag know your Gambian football, know your Gambian players. Like always, like ñëwaat nañ with some very important lineups yoo xam ne I hope ne xam nga nit ñi dinañ ko enjoy bu baax. Comme ni ko Ras waxee nag man léegi comme que maa ngi Gambia, basically I'm going from one park to another. Maa ngi jógee léegi from the Gold Project to watch a very good game. So after we'll talk about that. So immediately after the show, I mean, dama dem start because ñaari majang fa am. So
wow.
So first game was between Falcons and Samga. The other game, the final Biko at Armed Forces, and the last game at 10 p.m. Marimola at Fortune. So these are good games for today. So once again, you guys, you're all welcome.
Habibi, thank you for coming in. Bepere, you are the best person to have on this show when it comes to Gambian football. I'm very excited. Some segment of this show, Watani gave me Elegi, and gave me Gana Elegi. Guys, welcoming our guest here, Lamin Jalo. aka Beck moo ñëw fii tey pour séeróog ñun xibaar boo xam ne Gambian si yëpp war nañ si kontaan bu baax a baax nekk na si loo xam ne mu ngi si dox right now pour mun a dimbale squad bi dimbale the entire Gambia when it comes to suñ logistics si towards the AFCON. Lamin, welcome.
Assalamualaikum Raz. Malena nuyu Habib ak Sana. Malena nuyu, I'm really happy to be here with you guys. So Mario Jerejef, you have me here, I'm really happy.
Thank you. We are more than happy to have you here. Duñ def dara lu ñu bàyyi la yow nga introduce lu tax nga ñëw fii tey, any message that you want to send out si lan nga nekk right now. The floor is yours.
Yeah, Raz, so gisee tey ma nekk fii moo nekk comme xam nga rek road to AFCON bi comme ñu ngi dem African Cup of Nations, so dama def show 7 January pour fans si lucky winners si si day, so we will do a raffle draw, so fans bu lucky daal di nga am chance pour dem AFCON Cameroon inshallah pour support team boy, so loolu moo tax ma nekk fii tey.
Boy, Habib, kon yow nag ñu waroon a teel a wax su ko defee ñun tam ñu play because we are fans. We are bigger fans, right?
Yes.
Yo, man buguma dem. Man tam I wanna go. I think about it. Ma gis ne su ma waree génne baabu from my pocket daf ma xaw a disturb moo tax maa ngi xaw a calm down, but I wanna be there. Yow xam nga loolu.
waaw kon playal ma nga playal Sana nga playal sa boppa ku win rek ñu jox la.
Absolutely.
But Habib, how do you feel about this initiation by Lamin Beck Jallow?
Wow, it's a worthy thing to support because that's what you do. He's a football player, giving back to his people through his own way. In fact, sir, I think the media should have played a bigger role, pour gonna make this show popular. We were into election, so dafa occupy soon airwaves. Why from now on towards the show, I think myself and other people on the ground they make noise from all platforms. Something big is about to happen. So Lamin Jallow coming up with this initiative, as a football fan and as a Gambian, we are really happy. So because put them Cameroon dafa yomba because African flights are always really expensive. So since to give back to his people, come on, we have to say a big thank you to him, and then we wish success. Muna gain house bu bari, so more fans can go.
Absolutely, loolu moom dëgg bu wér la Sana gis nga ne ñun even suñ previous shows yi ñu ngi doon joylu affaire yi ambiance bi biir Gambia lu tax Habibi su nekkee Gambia do they feel like ne hey, this is the first time we going to nakaram to that AFCON. Projects like this is definitely gonna add more fuel, see vibes, see ambience, see energy, for the whole community to feel like, hey, you know what, it's for real. We are going to the AFCON. I'm sure I'm gonna some Sana.
Yeah. First of all, congratulations, Beck. This initiative, this is what we need right now in our football. Going towards this highly anticipated AFCON, and I think Beck dafa def li mu war a def, waaye di ko jaajëfal di ko congratulate di ko wane ne these are things yoo xam ne loolu lañ expect si players yi. We know you all gone through, they can go through a lot, ngeen egga foo leen egga, but xam naa ne kenn si yéen du toogee dañoo wax ne it's because of the fans that I am where I am today. So I mean, from a coaching point of view, this is something like it's very, very impressive, and I'm sure some colleagues, players, then also follow suit to make sure that you create a conducive environment for Gambian fans an opportunity them set up because AFCON be for Gambia yepla, so kusi muna dox sawar nga yobu kenn nit wala ñaari di dem set AFCON be. Everybody should be proud of you. And then this is something come Abi Blunkova. It's something big. It's huge. A player who could keep his money in his pocket wants to organize it, so spend money. Lymphomuna generate Mudeloka Wat fancy just to say thank you for their support with your team. And I think it came at a time when all the players should be in the Gambia. Probably they'll be flying out to Cameroon. But it's important. It's important everybody put up some weight on this, because fundraising, the fundraising committee is not. No one knows where we will end. And I think it's really, really important you support causes. Convict, we are behind you 100%. If you need our platform to sell this, we will always be willing to make sure that you use, both in straight talk, we have hashtag Know Your Gambian Football to make sure that this program is really sell out. And we can only appeal people back home to make sure that you them gender send tickets. This is a worthy cause. This is a football cause. So, mboolem ko xamne mu ngi dund ci football, ku dund ci football, please ñu la ñaan you go and buy these tickets. And also di ñaan suñ wa company si. Let's come out and support these boys. This is one way that we can support. Mu ngi na ñu ngeen jënd 100 or 1,000 tickets. Ya halu len wa dara. You had a corporate responsibility. We will be very proud if you can come up and try to help this cause, because it's the first time you get them AFCON, and it's the first time a player is taking up this kind of initiative. So we're proud of you, and then don't hesitate putting a knocks in Derby. If we have to help, we will definitely do our utmost best.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah,
Ras, I think Sawa you had it. Ras.
Yeah. Mango gives a background.
Okay.
Wow. So this is absolutely loo xam ne is very amazing, because ñun dañ dee toog di coow GFF duñ dee def dara, sport ministry bi du dee def dara. Why, Beck, you are giving us an example from an individual point of view as a citizen. Hey, I don't have to wait for these compound elements to come in and support. I can do something. Lan moo la motivate to think this way and not just leave it to them, but also saying, hey, man kenn la, but suma butut su fa duggee sax is a plus.
Yeah, Ras, thank you for asking me this, because xam nga rek du dee easy, because ñu ngi dem because ñun ñëpp ñi leen ñaaga ñaan, because ñu yëpp bu ñu start di play football li leen ñaaga ñaan comme Gambia ñu qualify pour AFCON suñ generation ñu qualify pour AFCON. So ma gis ne this is the first time pour ñu dem AFCON. Why not ma organize a show boo xam ne we'll bring a bigger artist to Gambia, ñu boole leen suñ Gambian artist yi, we make a fundraising in the stadium bi luñ ci am ñu dimbale fan ci ñu den seetaan boy. So ma toog li fi noonu loolu ma waxtaana suma jabar tam jàppale ma torop ci loolu mu ne ma ne yeah, it's a good idea. So ma dem ci camp bi tamit buñ demoon Dubai ak Morocco, wax naa boy bari boy dugal naa fa boy tamit, wax naa leen ne lii comme man maa ko def, yéen tamit da ngeen a jàpp si ñu yëpp ñu soo booy yëpp pare nañ pour jàpp si pour dimbale, because nekku ne GFA au government bi ñoo war a dimbale fan si pour ñu dem seetaan AFCON. So ñun tamit luñ mën a def rek dañ ko def, so moo tax I come with this idea pour def lii.
This is definitely, I cannot stress it enough, a brilliant idea. And I'm glad ne watan nga ne dinga indi artist, bepere nga indi more Gambian artists ñu duga si affaire si. I can tell you how excited I am, but there are fans here commenting right now. They are even more excited than me, because gaa nge wax ne Beck da nga waroon a teel a wax lii waaye ñoom dañ sori waaye bëggoon nañ faa nekk. So
élection bi la xam nga élection bi dafa xam nga dafa yaaxal lu bari waaye thank God alhamdulillah en na si jàmm
Right. So ma gën koo yaaxal gaay rek jéem ñu cabaxal ñan ñooy ñëw, yan artist ñooy ñëw. Xam naa ne gaay dinañ ko miss, but for the rest of the people watching, they wanna know sa lineup bi ñan ngay joxe.
Wow, main artist bi moo nekk Naira Marley right now. Ñu dee déglu Afrobeat yi xam nañ ko, is one of the biggest artists in Nigeria. So am nañ ST finally tey am nañ ST seal nañ moom contract, am nañ ST, am nañ Hussein Dara, am nañ Tifli, am nañ Miss Jobis, am nañ Nyancho, so we are working on Jizul ak other artists yoo xam ne ba pare ñu ngi dimbale artists yoo xam ne tamit make name ñu bari ñu ngi jóg nit yi ñu leen di déglu. So we want to bring those artists forward, nekku ne comme big names yi rek. So artists yu nekk di comme si su platform bi ñu meleen ko ñu seedoo ak si stage bi ak Naira Marley, one of the biggest artists. So
wow, this is definitely a big thing. Guys, Habibi or Sana, do you have anything that you want to throw to Beck?
Yeah, I think lii moom fu mu nekk nii dañ toll at a stage boo xam ne all what we need is ñu gis ne is it's well publicized because it's happening. It's gonna happen inshallah. So the lineup bi nga xam ne moom la Beck wax fii nii is top notch. The fact that there are top Gambian artists xam nga ñoo xam ne dinañ perform ñoo xam ne they are fans favorite xam nga dafa gën a tax this thing gonna be even bigger. So fu mu nekk nii ñun all what you can do mooy ñun suñ plateforme bi ak other platforms in the Gambia ñu fexe ñu jàpp si xam nga make noise about it because at the end of the day Gambia moo see win because any fan bu dem you are there in the name of the country. So it's something loo xam ne si man it's really important. You know, te ma waxee moom si fund bi war naa ko ne ñun tamit from our own side, you know, we will work together collectively and then ñu play suñ quota ba gis ne xam nga this program is a success because loolu mooy the most important thing xam nga na success. You know, Beck moom amuñ luñ ko wax because xaalis dafa neex. You know, you can just keep your money for yourself and your family and then you know all is well waaye su nekkee ne yow am nga xol boobu noonu. Pour génne xaalis ak nu xaalis neexee di ko spend pour ay Gambians xam nga mun see gis seen boppa o xam nga mun see enjoy loolu is a laudable initiative Ras, you know, definitely ñun moom ñu ngi ko wax just a big thank you and then Gambia Football Fans TV, you know, Gam Football Fans Forum, Scorpion TV, you know, all these online TVs yëpp ñi nga xam ne xam nga you know Gam Foot Transfer. You know, we all have to make noise. Ba gis ne lii moom is a success because at the end nekkul ne Beck moo see win.
Right.
You know, at the end Gambia moo see win. So man daal lu ma si mën a yokk mooy loolu mooy daal nañ ko si jàppale xam nga make the right noise. You know.
That's true. Dinañ ko jàppale bu baax a baax Beck baalal ma xam nga dama maa doon sob rek am lu ma laal mu xaw laa génne waaye I'm glad ne you are back. So ñu ngi dimbale rek nga rotate sa camera bi a little bit. Then dinañ dem si Sana loo mun a yokk si loolu before ñuy delluwaat si Beck su Beck mu ne rotate caméra bi a little bit.
Yeah, comme Habib num ko waxee rek this is something that everybody has a role to play. Ñun at Gam Football Fan Forum and you know TV action platforms we will definitely work with Beck to make sure that we try to sell out the program and try to reach out to the masses to make sure that you support initiative, and that is one way we can also contribute in making sure that the show is a success. And I think Gambians we should start taking ownership of this kind of issues. You know, this kind of initiative. Ñoko mom. Bek munon na come abib munon na dencha halisam or mu def ko lenen. But you know, doing it just to raise money to give it back to the people, it's something everybody's responsible. And I'm quite happy that they involve their own teammates. So this shows you that they can also play a very important role. And this is what we expect. You know, it's been very fragile, you know, the past 3 months or stuff. I mean, she was a national team. But it's always great to see that people like him, he's do play in the legacy team. Legi mag la si team bi, you know, and then they're taking this kind of initiative, and I think this shows that they can always work as a team. Both on and off the pitch to make sure that Gambian football is at the higher heights.
Beck ñun nag dinañ waxtaanee show bi, but let me warn you in advance ne duñ fi mun a jeexal si music bi te waxuñ fi affaire football, so dinañ la séval football bi later on. But we just want to say. Lineup bo in the need for over. It's a big lineup. It's not a small lineup. You're talking about big artists like ST and all of them. Suma masi ninga hamne, you know, we are from the buyer. We can't afford expensive stuff. How much is the ticket? Like
no ticket be like advance ticket is 500 def, you know.
Good.
Yeah, 500 advance ticket. So basi so bi xam nga ni dañ ak yoy no motama bu nit yi dem ñu jëna advance ticket is important. So basi so bi ci bunta bi 800 la. What advance ticket bi is 500, you know.
Good. That's I think that's a really good number that because
very reasonable. It's
very reasonable.
Very reasonable. So
go ahead, Sana.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is if this can happen and then this artist an international artist. In Gambia, you know, with all the names he made for himself, you know, they don't really care about what they get, but like you make ticket be reasonable for everybody to come. simply means everybody has to go and grab a ticket. You know, even Mangi challenge Gam Football Fan Forum, we all have to buy a ticket. You know, we might have a brother or we might have a cousin or whatever, them to make sure that we also support this program. Rather than you them spend those kind of monies on artists, you know, they are not benefited anything. This artist is coming to make sure that to help in Lamin Jallo, you know, he showed him in project and then appreciate they all came together, you collaborate, you know, to make sure that the project is a successful one. So everybody has a role to play. I'm calling on everybody, whether Yangi Gambia, Manekolo Gambia, let's go and buy these tickets, you know. And now reach out to them as a score. Mango Gis Mungeduga, mom is part of the team. Everybody explains it, then make sure that they will reach out to them, you buy tickets, and then, you know, I mean, we will do something. Next Friday, I can assure you, Gam Football Fan Forum will give tickets, will buy tickets, and then to make sure that they on the raffle. Then ask a question about something about the league, and then we will make sure that whoever wins will have a ticket to go to the show.
Wow, fofu da bukan apa adra tuti si linga was yefi this ticketing bi. $500 for a star artist bujere all the way from Nigeria. Ko xamne munta ñew bay ka muto Nigeria is far flight. So si mune fay Senegalese artists ñoo Gambia ngay fay ay grand 2,000 just to go and watch without food or drink. I think ne so hole this show li nga xamne mom la involve ak ñan ñoo say benefits. $500 is a bargain. It's a bargain, believe me. Lolu mom can munta complain about the price tag. It's really cheap. So we expect our sisters to go, because jigéen la man cepay lay si programme bi fuñ dem boy dina ñew. So cepay la bu ñu ñew jël di lead boy topal, because boy si mom fu cepay nekk ñu fa. So we expect xam nga, you know, to come and feel the start. You know, a wonderful show, and then at the end Bahabi is going back to the same people.
Lolu mom degala, this is Operation Faisal Start bi, because ñun dañ yaga xaar AFCON bi. So su fekkee 500 boo xam ne jël na ñu 30 odd years depuis bu ñëw dunda ba léegi pour ñu fekkee AFCON bi jar na ñu lende ko fa, right? Beck, I wanted to ask you also, is this entire money going to the GFF, going to the team, going? I'm gonna I know that it's AFCON, but where is it going?
No, Lee fancy do them to GFA, do them to Kent. So after when we get the money, lunch fancy come Lumala explain am raffle draw the stadium bi. So fancy Kuwin, we're gonna accommodate you them Cameroon. So wow. They have Bahabi FC fancy la modem. As a player, you needing that all for the fans. So you am I 3,000 or 5,000 fans build Cameroon. We have it. Comme suñ fans yi nuñ mëna ñëwé rek we gonna do it, you know, because ñun AFCON dañ ko yaga sétan ci télé bi gis neen fans yi yeneen dëkk nuñ dé mel. So why not ñun tam ñu gis suñ xam nga gaay xamuñ fan la team bi di em fuñ leen ñoo dess, you know. So with the fans, you know, that's going to help us a lot, you know. So ku lucky rek na fa mu da nga dem ku win rek da nga dem, you know. Nekku na ba bi GFA la mo dem yépp ci fans yi la mo dem.
Well, when you say fancy at Kuwin rek danga dem, are you talking about Bena fans, Bena lottery ticket to win a mudem, or are you talking about more fans?
No, we're talking about more fans. Nekut Bena. We're talking about like a lot of fans, you know, Nekut Bena, because Rafula. So Lunsi Amsi show be rek yepsi fan in la modem Rafula. So Nekune Bena 3 or 4 or 5. So Rafa Bari, you know. Rafa Bari.
Hey, Sana, the reason why I'm saying these fans have the opportunity not just to get entertained, but also go to Cameroon. This has never been done. This is bigger.
That's what I'm saying. It's that's why I said this is something that everybody has a role to play. You know, that role to play on this to make sure that it's successful. This is Operation Faisal Start Day. And I think there has to be something that has to be trending. And then, you know, hashtag Operation Faisal Start Day, you know, you make sure that the news sell pro. Because AFCON, we were very unfortunate that preparatory period our AFCON election be ñoo jampa. So obviously lead dafa tax lu bari them down, because you know xam nga Gambia mom dëkk hype la. Why we thank God now the hype of the election is going down now. I mean, it's down, so we can definitely focus on what we all love doing more football. And I think this is one thing. These are Moleneka, Paco Yange, them boy Yange, so them a bit downing, you know, by saying a bit them town. So Paco Yange them, then make sure that aklino them defi Gambia. Operation Faisal Estad mom can because come Limwa, we wanna take as much funds as possible to Cameroon. You know, the more we have them, the better for the country.
Well, loolu dëgg la because gis naa ne Pa Musa Giggs mi ngi laajte what is the maximum number for the raffle. I think ne comme Beck lu mu wax rek, right Beck, correct me if I'm wrong, as many profit as we can get from this, that would determine how many funds this project would take, right?
Yeah. So as far as living stadium ñu fee fan yi ñu génnee rek, so ñoom loolu baa bi yëpp ñoo ko moom luñ fa am rek ñëpp gars baa bi ñoo ko moom. That's why ñu ngi def show bi. Putting some profit, you know. Yeah,
come limo one in not a single fund can win 2 raffle tickets, and I think most of them low guy they understand.
So no, a single fan cannot win a ticket. Every fan 1 ticket. Benn nit mënut a win ñaari ticket. Sa tour su génnee ñaari yow xam nga ne benn rek nga mën a jël foog ñu rafulaat keneen mën a am chance yu win.
Keneen mën a am chance, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
This is Beck. ñu mënuñ laa wax thank you enough, and I wish we had like 3 hours sa pour ñu advertise li ñu feesal stade bi ba fees tep because man moom xam nga lu yóbbu team bi si kanam si AFCON bi rek man, you know, looloo ma ñor. But what we are going to do, Beck, we would give you the last word on this project right here. You say whatever you want to say to the fans, to the Gambian people, to the ones in the diaspora, and then dinañ roll si affaire football lu ndaw balaa ñu laa bàyyi nga dem in 5 minutes.
Okay, right. No, lu ma wax rek comme fan yi event bi ñoo ko moom because Scorpion bi ñoom ñoo ko moom national team bi Gambien yi ñoo ko moom nekku ne individual player ñoo ko moom. So def na lifin bi waaye def na programme bi waaye taxut ne comme Beck dafa bokk si sélection bi mu dem by force. Beck su lucky wut pour nekk si sélection bi xam ne na suma wërsëg baa si jee waaye comme ñun Gambien lañ luñ mun a joxe because ñun dañ suffer a lot in Gambian football balaa ñoo jógee Gambie di tukki so luñ am lu ndaw rek pour Gambia la Gambian youth pour football bi dem si kanam so ñun Scorpion bi lañ am ñoom tamit fan yi yaa tax ñuy gën a dem so ñu gën a ñu support event bi so loolu li yëpp pour ñoom la ñu feesal stadium bi luñ si am rek pour ñoom la so ñu ñëw ñu support ñu nekk diaspora xam nga ku mun ta ñëw mun ngaa jëndal ticket sa family member sa xarit mu dem, you know, mun naa lokki mu bokk si wiina yi mu dem Cameroon, you know, so it will be very nice, you know, so loolu laa bëgg ñu jàpp si ñëpp jàpp si ñëw ñu support event bi ñoo ko moom.
Please guys, nañ jàpp si lii bu baax a baax. I know ne man I'm coming. I don't know how ndax through Facebook live laa ñëwee ndax beneen yoon laa ñëwee but I'm coming. So Gambia, please everybody go to the stade. Beck dégguma nag affaire date bi or did I miss anything?
Yeah, you did miss.
7 January la man sax su ma lokkee nekk si team bi pour dem AFCON duma fa nekk am naa team am naa promoters am naa ñëpp, you know, have a big team ñu fa pour régler loolu so just me I'm just dama invest rek, you know, but I will not be in the show su nekkee lucky naa pour dem Cameroon.
Wow, 7 January. Guys, mark it on your calendar. Beck dinañ dem si football léegi. We just wanted to know what's going on with you and your team and how is that helping you to prepare su fekkee ne locking up pour egga si AFCON bi.
Yeah, as you know, right now bu ma jógee fële bu ñu jógee Dubai, you know, training camp bu ma dellu see suma team bi I have a little knock on my muscle but I'm working on it, you know, missed now 2 games. So right now I'm back on running yesterday. So alhamdulillah, everything is going well because right now one needs that full fitness, but final selection because right now it's hectic right now. We have a very, very strong team, very good players. So everybody have to be fit and ready for the AFCON.
Absolutely. Sana, I know you have a footballing question since you are a coach. I know you would want to throw something to Beck.
No, I'm basically the one that put players on the spotlight, and then most of the time, if I had anything to tell them, I will you know, but I think it is really good for him to work on it. I mean on himself. One thing that I picked out is which is important for people to understand. You know, he did this show, you know, not even knowing whether the father Afcon that them would Afcon, so it doesn't matter whether he's on the plane or he's not on the plane. He's going. So then understand Lulu, and you respect the fact that he is a Gambian and he is trying to play a part for the successful running of Afcon. All I got to tell him is, I mean, he has a job to do, so let him focus on his football, and then to make sure that he, I mean, realize his dreams. I mean, must set what targets, you know, to make sure that he is at the highest level, because that is what we need. Coming on, finger jar Gambia beginner. So obviously, we are expecting to see more of Lamin Jallo.
Habibi, something towards Lamin Jallo in regards of Afcon and stuff like that. Habibi, can are you with us? Mute better.
Yeah.
No, mane come again. Suma hale ñoo duga ci. Xam nga ñom they are too noisy.
Waaw dam la doon layte rek comme que pare nañ si waxtaani xam nga ring ding bi show bi ñun foog ñu nekk waaye pare nañ si waxtaani show bi si waxtaani football bi laa bëgg a cuxuñ back tuuti am soo ne di ko mën a cuxuñ something affaire bi at yooyu.
So where are we now?
No, Abibi is lost.
Abi okay.
Ras bala ñoo dem bala Lamin Jallo ñuy ba Lamin di dem. So we will always like come then ko dewa players, you know, we will definitely appreciate among Jesus Army. Now link Abib, you know, and we want a sign one, and then you know we want to, you know, then go use platform as well, give it as a raffle to the fans as well, because leave fan TV and it is just here for Gambian players, both I mean United Europe and United back home. So any way we can promote that and we can let the fans to have an interaction with the players, and feel that it is our responsibility to do that. So then appreciate Lolo Buba if you can help out like sign shots, you know, then Galisa Abib Mom right now Gambia, and then we will definitely put it up, you know, to the fans.
Inshallah, I will do that. Not definitely, inshallah.
Lamin Mom is from past history. He's very gifting, and I'm sure Lolu Mom do make a problem. Lamin, I know that you are also very open to the media. Just sending a message out there for some Moromi players they are very reluctant or hesitant to come to the media and talk. The deal is the media is here together with the players, together with the coach, together with the GFF to achieve one goal. Football in Gambia. So the more content the media can get from you guys, the better for you guys and the media and the fans and the team and Gambia in general. Why am I not come Coach Sana? I'm gonna ask you a question directly. Ask Siron.
No problem.
Soon previous games, there is a lot of noise from the fans, obviously, so they win noise bit of their wanyeku. Right? They win noise bit of their how loud tutti. And I just want to ask you, what's the feeling in the camp? How are you guys dealing with all this lack of mean win see Afcon qualifiers some hiccups? How are you guys dealing with it to make sure Nation mindset is in the right place for the Afcon?
No, mindset be ras mungi ba torop mungi cool because test match fin play Morocco at Dubai bi. So lañu some weakness yo xamne lolou lañu wara work on bala Afcon bi. Because degala so ñaka wax bi daf lay bari ki neku fi. But for me, we have a very good team, you know. We all know that our coach is defended minded, you know. So hopefully Muna take forward, good forward players is bench bi you play, but man lolu matter bi, you know. Because coach bi lumbuga team bi play every player you have to be ready for that because
yes.
Team C. In club teams here, if you are playing with a bigger teams here, so you play with a defended minded play, you know, you go counter attack because if you see Nyinsin Kanambi, run one, everybody is good. So I think could be, you know, we are underdogs because then they get legi play like play Algeria and stuff like that. But I think dama day gis fans yi di complain waaw team bi dañu war a possess lu bari ak lifin lu bari léegi affaire yi nekkul possess bu bari da nga bàyyi opponent bi mu play ball bi ñu am space bi forward yoo xam ne ñun suñ forward play kuñ fa teg rek mun nañ play. So I think coach bi loolu la try to put on the team suñ demee AFCON we be underdog ñu hard team yi ñu xool lu ñu play waaye buñ génn a vab si kaw team yi di play tiki taka ak yooyu noonu. So coach bi am na lu moo demee moo tax mu dee play yeneen style of play. So ñun as a player coach bi nu ñëwee rek we're gonna go with him nu ñëwee rek noonu lañu dem because it's not a club team, it's a national team. So balaa ñoo play daf lay yàgg so suñ ñëwee rek coach bi lu try to implement rek ñu try to defend and attack loolu la nekk di joxe.
Yes, I'm glad ne laal nga si loolu noonu and Sana is shaking his head because as a coach he might be itching to add something, huh?
No, yeah, like what he said, I've always said it here. I mean, these are professional players; they are not Norwegian players, and the coach is a professional coach. So obviously, the coach has a game plan. So you have to stick to that tactical game plan. If not, you're not gonna play. This is modern football. It's not like blame players for certain things. Sometimes that they're funny. If the coach wants the players to play in a specific way, they will have no choice. They will have to play the way he want them to play. That has to be very clear. So if the team is defensive, don't put it on the players that the team is defensive. Put it on me. Why the team is defensive? And I have questions to answer. Because coach Buneke, I'm got a philosophy. Okay? And you have to believe in your philosophy. Yes, I understand. We are not Algeria. Respect now, Lulu. The fact that we cannot play and then you possess ball, we want to win ball possession. We are not that team.
Yeah.
So you have to come up with a plan behind look for a space. Widen pitch being space, you go. If you want to hit someone on the break, hit him on the break. And we have to respect the fact that that's the way they want to play. And then, we have to come to reality. We want Gambia, ñun setan kati ay tele mo bari. They setan Premier League, La Liga, so then they wanted to see what is happening in those countries. Those things doesn't come overnight. It has to start from somewhere. It's a hard work. Ligue Burela. Balanga am team mu possess ball for 70%. No, it's a real work. Real Ligue. So, I mean, Lima advised back and his teammates, it's heads up. You should know better. If a coach said 1, it's 1. If he said 2, it's 2. Yes. The modern football evolve, and then coaches are now behaving player-centered, allow players you solve problems on the pitches. Yes, that's fine, but you have to respect the fact that the team has a DNA, it has a game plan, and we must stick to the game plan.
Well, definitely. For new realistic we are not Algeria, we are not Senegal, and Coach B is gonna set up his team based on opponent Bilan Lamo Indi. And to be fair to the coach, he has been successful with big teams, going with that. And to be just congratulating the players, they are applying patience, even though this is not their style or this is not what they are used to. They are going with Coach Bilan Lamlen Santa. Beck, we want to say thank you so much for coming in. And like they said, this is your place. Anytime that you want to come back, you are more than welcome.
Yeah, thank you so much. Happy na, pour share in platform be content na drop, almost in faith. As usual, like I'm over happy, to be with guys. Because always they follow same program. Never do my say that. So happy to be, with you guys here. Habib, thank you so much. Down to earth, Gambian for Gambian players, outside at Gambia, keep it up, inshallah. For Buga send Gambian football, we are not def, inshallah. We are happy
inshallah,
for you.
Brombanga.
Thank you, bro. And good luck, Cesar.
All right, man. Good luck.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right. Sekanam.
Why not last? Yeah, ma yengal nak. Because what Sana was saying, I disagree. Man naguma lol.
No, dugal.
I mean, it is up to you.
We are not
disagree.
We are not Algeria.
Disagree to agree. But like I said,
Algeria.
you can,
right? Algeria, but that doesn't mean we should be playing that bad. the football we are
No, I'm
playing
not.
right
I'm not.
now, the
Well,
football we are playing right now is unacceptable. Going forward, you don't wanna win.
No,
Don't
no.
wanna win.
I'm not.
So
I'm not.
all the
I'm not.
teams, so all the teams in Hamne, they are winning. So all the teams who win, they playing a little bit better football.
What? I'm
So
not.
by
It's
hell, so by hell, so by hell, so by hell.
no,
it's
demal,
a
bala, mama
difference.
la distract demal.
It's a
So
difference
by hell,
between.
so by hell, even teams here, coach is in Hamne, I think one they are defensive minded coach globally. Coach is they are very defensive. Look at where they are ending now. You know, man, I know they so you play a call Hamne more upper dole. Munga play a certain way. I understand that.
Yeah.
But not
No.
when you are playing with teams you hamne, you yalen upper dole. Daga wara one
Yange
is the
what?
authority. Man, I am the bigger team.
Yange
Man,
what? Two
Gambia still
things.
play Algeria.
Well,
I don't mind you be a little bit defensive because it's Algeria. I
Yeah.
got that. But Gambia
Yange
would
what?
play.
Two. What? Harama dimole. Harama
okay,
dimole.
No,
okay,
no,
all
no,
right,
Yange
no,
all
what?
right,
Two things.
all right, all right.
No, Bamalan. You Gambia they play, for example, Guinea-Bissau or any other small nation. Ñun dañ wara ñew with our authority, attack them and win them. I'm not saying
Well, Habib lower fofu nonu degala torop, you know,
No,
team bu
Ras Adam, let me make
team bu
this
nekk at sa doole.
let me
So
make this
you
clear.
can go, wow, go ahead
Well,
with
let
it.
me
20
make it clear,
seconds.
and then Fofula call some Eric.
All right.
There is a difference between performance and way to play. Okay, I am not saying the way the players perform, that's something that is right. That is not right, because even though even the coach is defensive, he expects certain input from players. Input, that's one thing. Okay, but like I said, and I will still stand by that. The players always implement Lilen Code Biwa. Are they doing it to the best of their ability? That is a question mark. But if the coach want them to be defensive, you play defensively, and that is the tactical way he want them to play. You cannot put it on the players. You can put it on the coach. Yes. Can they play a role to make sure that you change that? They could do that. But it has to be a team performance.
All right.
We are a team. We are a team that I think, we have to be more of a team, a team performance than an individual, because playing as a team more you get on than you wanna base our performance. I mean individual, and I think it's right to say the coach is defensive. We have to respect the way. I might not like it. That might be. I might not like the way he plays, but I have to respect it.
Okay, okay, guys. Dinaa leen interrupt tuuti ma duga tuuti waxtaan bi moom neex na trop. But we are now going to move on to Swing League bi, and viewers, we are welcoming Hatib AB Njai, aka Hatib Walidan, aka Undisclosed FC, or whatever it is, bro. Nuyu nañ la waay.
Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Waaw ma ne maa ngi nuyu suwakoto yi nekk si show bi yëpp. I'm very honored to be invited to this platform.
Yeah.
Waaw dina bàyyi la xel ne comme si platform la nekk because xam naa mën a Habib xulo yi dina bari trop.
No, sana yow jàppaleel sana ngeen sot ko.
Wow.
But we are very happy to have you here. Balal Marek, su fekkee ne mun nga rotate sa phone be this way, that way we can have a full camera of you.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we would go on to talk about the league, guys. Currently, Habib, this is your expertise. We're looking at the league, and we know that after 2 rounds, affair sangi over tight, better. You have 6 teams. You're they sitting at 4 points each. Real, Falcons, Hawks, Gaf, Walidan, Wa Banjul. Then also you have Gamtel at Elite. I'm 3 points. You talk 7 at 8 position. Why you see this? Yep. They haven't picked up maximum points yet. We're not in game. Is this the order? So whole a table be. Is this the order or ranking you were expecting after 2 games?
Basically, dafa difficult because for example, some of these teams coming from the second division, sometimes they come into the league, then they know they have the feeling of coming to compete with the big boys. The energy is there, the zeal is there. So sometimes things can be really upside down, from the first games, because I'm not teams they will I'm not teams why to be honest, watching the second division team at some of these teams, there are different factors. You can have more waral lulu. I understand. For example, I'm not some of these household big names. You have some of their players then move. So lulu dafa contribute send dollar. Okay, I'm not right now. I'm not players in art, but you get nose injury. So belegi teams are in full squad. Belegi I'm not monkey. So hamada to teams accent strength. Take you a little bit of time. Maybe 5, 6, 7 games. New hall and how consistent they will be. But from the beginning, they don't hard because I'm not teams on paper. Moon. For example, last time some Gambian player Brikama, you expect Brikama to win. Why they would know? They will draw because then lose first match 3-0, second match them falling against Fortune. They need a point. So call some of these teams to see what's happening. So you know different things you have the money can happen within their squads. Injury still a boka. You big players. So it's different factors. By Hamida now towards 5, 6 matches, all teams, New Hampton squad, the Hampton team, will be able to evaluate more. They sign players, but still now they are quite over it. So after 5 games, 7 games, they wouldn't have exactly what is happening with the other teams. But to be honest, I was expecting the big club to be on top from the start. Why they may
Yes, Lolumo Deme would know. And we know Hatib Yotamit. You are also someone who they set on games here. Obviously, you are Walidan's biggest fan. But I want to ask you about one of the biggest games this weekend. Gamtel versus Real Banjul. So whole last season, that more happened. Coach Jara Nakala game is controversial. Real Ninko treated sacking Bobu was not fair enough. Them na Gamtel is mainly during the summer Indian players you play, Indian say Omar Jaman Kanyon from Banjo United, Ablai Kanyola from Juliba Swan from Marimo. This game would I play against Real? Do you think that it's going to be a statement put coach Nolan Madahe or Nehuma? I'm gonna make sure that I get at least a point for my proof.
Wow, Jara is a professional coach. Do nangu di dem si game with emotions because pour wax dëgg rek Real du team bu ndaw. So I guess ne dina liggéey ak players ami bu baax a baax pour game bi because he has a point to prove against Real. Ba pare indi na ay player US ñoom Xavi and co. So it will be a very, very, very interesting game because to be honest, Real Banjul right now they have one of the best young talents in the league. So and they send coach bi dafa ne ñoom den ñëw pour jël league bi. Xam nga that's a bold statement. So match bi daal dina ne torop.
Habibi, this is a game between two coaches. Sen Ham Burina. Jara used to live abroad, used to coach. Now he is in Gambia. By Maletan, but coach in foreign places. What should we expect between these two tacticians? Yangi mute better.
But I'm not device with echo. Then you want your volume.
Ras.
Man maa echo.
Can I go now?
Nekatuma di la dégg de.
Ah, maa diga de. Sana yang ma diga.
Yeah, mala dega am na device
Wow.
bi echo.
Khatib nag yang ma diga.
Waaw maa ngi laa dégg.
Ras. The host is not hearing me.
Man la dégg go on dama mute pour buñ mëna am echo bobu non.
Oh, okay. Man, luma explain mooy Jara is a top coach. Some people might not know. He's a guy ko xam ne he likes to work under pressure. Those kind of coach, you have to be very wary of them because Jara say boo foogee ne mënu koo def foofu la ko defee. He is that guy. Après the fact ne dafa ñeme challenges dafa nangoo nekk underdog play against a elite team mu ñëw win. He's a very good tactician ko xam ne he knows what it takes to win. So going into a game, I think for me, dafa nekk a very tough game, really. Dafa nekk a very, very tough game. Why at the end, one thing I know, Jara is a professional. Comme ni ko Khatib waxee, he is not koo xam ne dafa emotional. Jara mun na he left Real de Banjul in a manner boo xam ne we all know how it is, but still now Jara has a very good rapport with all of them. He has a very good rapport with the Real de Banjul hierarchy. So, but again, it's a game where he want to win, not to prove a point. Man, I won't think Jara have to win that game to prove a point because Jara is already a. Gambian football. I'm doubt about Jara. He will want to win the game to put his team in a better position because Sweeney 6 points la mo the Real 4 am. So Sweeney dafa raw Real with a point, even though mom dafa lose. So I think he is just coming to prepare his team to play against the best team in the league and to win, not to prove a point because Jara is already a proven champion. Yeah, I think this game is more of for the fans. I'm not fans of Hamlet. They will want Jara to win, to feel Jara was wrongly sacked at Real de Banjul. I understand that, but knowing Jara, he's a guy for Hamlet. He is going to the game to win. There is no single doubt about it. So talking about Real de Banjul, you have Bai Malewada. He's a guy that a lot of kids don't know. How you body they just see one old man with white beard standing. Why? Who he is at Lum Defal Gambia at Lum Hamsi football. You have to be very close to him to know that this guy is a coach, he's a father, he's an uncle, and most importantly, he's a motivator. He knows how to motivate players. So we expect a very good game because ñaari camp yëpp coaches yi nga xam ne ñoo amee teams yëpp are all tacticians. Jara is a very good tactician man xam naa si dara te Real de Banjul gonna find really tough pour ñu go out with a win despite the fact ne Real had a very good squad, but so xoolee Jara players you include ci teamam bi he went for maturity and experience. Jara loolu la def players yi nga xam ne xam nañ ligue bi min nañ ligue bi ñu ngi la indi so on paper I'm not a fans ne wax ne Real de Banjul might be favorites because of xam nga there are some household name in the team and they are young, but football is not what you put on the paper. It can go either way. Man, from a fan point of view, man, I'm a Real de Banjul guy. I want them to win any day, all day. But nekuma a fan Wahame, I have a barren mind. I look at the teams, I know the possibilities of what can happen. So on the day, if Gamtel step up, you never know what can happen. Definitely, Jara is a top coach. Definitely.
Yeah, mom, come no coffee here. A lot of good players, but one of the talk of the town is signing in the Moy Lamin Chati. I know you were very happy Nebo Gisene Lamin was included in the squad. But Sana, this is a big game, and I know you have an opinion about this game. But I want to ask you, can more you go for game?
to win the game. Because all the both so Malaje, if both teams have a chance to win this game, I would say yes. The simple fact that Gamtel is a team that has experience, experienced players, and more importantly, they had a coach who knows how to win games. And the fact that he's playing against Real de Banjul, to me, is not good. There are certain people would have that emotional aspect of it. But knowing Jara and working with him as a friend, as a coach, as a colleague, I know he's going into that game as a normal footballing game that he wants to win. Like what Abib said, I think he's an undercover, like I've done undercover Jara, but he knows him very well. He spoke highly of him. That's exactly who the man is. But I can tell you, we're looking forward to have a very good game. Real de Banjul Gamtel in the first place, Nyari team, irrespective of who the coaches are, that's a massive game. It's a big game. The fact that Bayamale is on the other end, what Abib said, he's a motivator, and being a motivator could play a very, very, very good, have a very good impact in the youngsters. And I think Bayamale going head to head with Jara, this is what we want. This is what we want to say. It's going to be very healthy, and they will all prepare their team differently. And I know that it's really a very good game to watch. Fancy, this is what we want. They want the emotional side of the game. People talk about it, but I'm sure that both coaches will tactically prepare the team in the best possible way, to make sure that you achieve dream. I think it's going to be a tight game. I'm not foreseeing that both teams would make a lot of mistakes. Knowing the fact that they will be very cautious, and I know we couldn't talk FIBE Alexa to talk about this game because there is a lot at stake for this game. The fact that
are you thinking it's going to be a 0-0, 1-0 Real?
I don't think it's gonna be a 0-0 game, but I know that it's gonna be a competitive game, and I am foreseeing goals in that game. Because Jara will always go in for goals, and knowing Bayamale with the team he has, they will on their front foot. So, and I mean, it's going to be an exciting game.
All right, two big teams playing for prime time slot like Omuna Oyesa, because Gamtel is big and Real is big. But also, guys, we have these newcomers locking horn this weekend. Tamit, we have Falcons versus Samga. When we look at Falcons, the Blue Armies, they are doing very, very well. Gis nañ ne seen opener bi door nañ Steve Biko 3-0. And then you're looking at Samga, they are trying to make sure they get their first 3 points victory anyway. 4 teams ñoo jala to the league this time. Hatib dam la buga laite, out of these 4 teams, kan nga foog ne dina fi nekk the element of surprise?
Well, I don't want to predict, but most likely Falcons will stay if they continue playing the way they played in the second division. Agnugai dore first division bini, because Falcon they have a very good attacking style of play. They know using flanksy, they know using win backsy. So I hope they can continue this run, because first division there are a lot of experienced team, but pare games the body. I hope they don't lose team. Wow. So I'll be tipping them down to stay.
That's nice. Habib, I'm sure the team right now is also a team bohamne Davladan over Atraxi second division. What do you expect from them?
The difference between Team Rhino and the other 4 teams you make more security. I watch them really close. Watch now them time when they play expansive football and they get exposed, they lose games. Watch now then could be change tactic. Watch now then you play first round, the board be happy with some players. You gain new Indian players, change stop it to him. They bring stop it to him, let him be qualified. They were solid at the back, solid in midfield, and then you have a very good goal poacher he was banging goals for them. Kooku moo leen loolu moo tax team bi qualify. ñu ñëw into the first division maa ngi gis ne ñaari match lañ play te they play with very decent teams. beneen bi is Mighty Walidan and they were able to get a point. So amee a point against those teams loolu is a plus. So loolu moo laa woon ne maa ngi xaar bañ player teams yoo xam ne damay expect ne ñu war a am doole in normal thing ma seet coach bi lu mooy ñëw assist plan bi ndax dafaa ñëw attaque because dafa feel le team bi war na ko mën a exploit dafa remain with his tactics. So moo tax may la with few games to go xam nga dinañ gis lu bari waaye for now they are really solid te loolu you cannot remain in the league su nekkee ne yow xam nga yaa ngi jël goals for fun. So ñoom loolu la gaay uteeg yeneen teams yi but soo ñëwee si Falcon ñoom it's just feeling. You sit down and then you get entertained. They have these players of 5 foot, very small, but your dog is ball. They knock and move, and then they knock. But again, out of balance, you switch play receiving back. Feka go already musi line center bit. So bena push, lamo push, nyari push musa box. Just today, that guy they did that. So Falcons, based on the new one from now on, Falcons at Rhino are promising. Why I'm yet to see my backup brothers because so Hamna Nayan Sekan at Samga Tamin they have some very good players because this now for some players when you have they are really good. Amalo Hamne Momle need to adjust. I think the coach is watching because they have a very experienced coach Rasmo Faneka. I was talking to watch the entire game. Amalo Hamne Sinko Yoke they could beat a team, but still now it's early days. Why based on Lingisagum right now, Falcons Ryan or no one they can sustain themselves in the league. But come on, it's just 2-3 games, and then Luneka Munna hell because we also last season Wildan started poorly. Why they knew win games, they were third or fourth in the league. So it's early days. Why you always analyze based on what's happening all in this. Falcons, small team, 3 games, 7 points. And game guy draw is Hawks, a huge team in our league. So I think that based on what we see, so what we saw so far, Rhino and Falcons are really promising. But still, we have a long way to go.
te ñoom ñooy wax ni muy Rhino muy Falcons wax nga ne Rhino draw nañ naka Falcons draw nañ at Hawks the same Hawks tamit ñoo war a place at Rhino sana gis nañ ne Hawks this season they have a very good start compared to their previous seasons. ñoom bokk nañ si top they have the same amount of point at first place at second place even though ñoom ñu ngi third place. I'm looking at Hawks. They are going against a Rhino team boo xam ne amaangut winam bi but it's been conceded Ben goal even though moom tam scored Ben goal they are still unbeaten. Hawks team bi can they take points maximum points from Rhino?
Well, can they take maximum point from Rhino? Yes, so they they had the job right, but I think people has to be careful with this team that came from the second division. Because they are adding they came into the first division in their own rights, and I think the big teams the so-called big teams will be very wary. Like Abib said, it's gonna be a very interesting game, knowing Team Rhino and knowing Hawks. I think it's gonna be a game, Bohamnella is also gonna be tight because Rhino, come Abib Lemwa, one of the things that they worked on, it's been very disciplined. And defensively, it's the whole team. It's not about like the defensive start alone. Defensive start from the center forward, and I think the mentality Bobo as a team it's really easy to connect the dots. And I think Hawks would fancy their chances. The fact that the Rhino is second division league, so they will want to go and win. But I bet they will also have to be very, very tactically disciplined to be able to break a Team Rhino team. And I think That is one thing. That is one area Hawks are going to find it hard. That is, being disciplined. If you are not disciplined, especially at the final tag, I mean, these kids are not going to give you anything easy. And I think, Rhino are doing the right thing. They came into the first division. They don't have an experience. You don't have to expose yourself. Okay. Yes, big teams and then you want to, okay, Hale, then take it up. So then force it. And maybe that is what Rhino is waiting for. Force if you do that and you are not cautious, and we can hurt you. So, and I think Yange tactically, the coaches he has had something to build on. Carrick would be happy. He got 2 clean sheets, in his back, even though scored. So his focus would be try to work on certain touches to create the chances. I bet the team is creating the chances. You only need one luck, to have a goal, and you can unlock that. And I think if I was in Carrick's position, I would have still kept the same discipline, the same tactical discipline. More talk, and I make sure that I'm wing backs you have strike and you have they could hurt any team. Once opportunity when you the second one we got them and I think Hawks with due respect to Team Rhino, Hawks would go into this game as a favorite, but Rhino would be happy to be in this game as the underdog as well. But notwithstanding, they have to be at their best if they want to beat Rhino, and I think it's also a game to watch. Ras,
gis nañ ne Rhinos is a team boo xam ne based on seen ñaari games yi dañ naxaree score. So yow looy wax ni affaire Hawks being careful. Rhino can bang one in and play their game excellently. You make sure they don't receive goals and all that kind of stuff. But another game boo xam ne is very big, is the same caliber with Real at Gamtel, is Hatib Sagai Walidan playing Birkama. It's another thriller expecting game. Is one of the most successful teams in recent era from Negani. So Hole coach Nyasita Momtam, coming back, make sure that Jil Nanyari clean sheet from his last games. Both teams they have picked up some really exciting players, and I'm sure that the fans are excited to see these players go head to head. If I'm right, Bunsane should be in that team for Birkama United, and then Alaji Ba should be in your team, right? Or am I mixing the names?
Mix a lot today.
Exactly. So I'm just looking at these two monstrous Digi field. Who's gonna win that battle?
Well, Alaji Ba, since Bunjoge Saudi, player good because Bunjoge Saudi, a lot of players came with fatigue. A lot of players they had 1 or 2 knocks, but training we held this past week, most of the players are back. Although coach Fode could around, but the whole technical team are working pour game because league bi num dooree nii dafa wone meaty from the onset. So it's a big game. It's against Birkama United. I know they did not end the league very well, but Birkama is a big community. It's a community team, and every year they not tap to send young talents, and they did that. So it's going to be a very, very, very tough game. But then again, Walidan, we know that the task ahead. So that might be the Alhamdulillah. It's going to be a very big game. So compared to Gamey Nakalawati, Gamey Real de Banjul be at Gamtel. I know it's the blockbuster of the week, but equally this game is very exciting.
It's a massive game, because this weekend so whole in schedule. See, it's a very exciting weekend because Sunjoge game we are going to Banjul for a Banjul derby. Yange Anwa Banjul Banjul United daf dee nekk game boo xam ne sana game bu saf la dee nekk. You look at their past 3 games, it's all 0-0. I think in their history of first division, yep 0-0. Second division, waa Banjul am nañ fa maybe benn win 3-2 ak yooyu noonu. But game bi moom dina saf, dina over saf sana.
I guess Nicola Jata the first division is 16 teams, and I bet I believe the second division is 18 teams. So next, to answer your question, that's the thing. Sumanekon Banjul te match bobo lai setan.
Yes.
Wa Banjul United. It's simply it's a typical derby. Typical derby in I mean in all areas, you know, because hale no nyapadika. You know, and then Lena Moneka si wa Banjul, Banjulian si bopam. If you really want to know Banjulians, na ñoom nagay lalante, ñu nekk di play together, ñu play against something. But if they play against a team that is outside, ñëpp de complot support team Banjul bi ñu win. So lolu mu ngi seen DNA. But someone who's been to Muslim high school, you know, set on a lot of games at KG5, I can tell you if a Banjulian teams are playing, that would be the best game you will ever watch. And because the reason little we them draw, and I think it's simple. Can be good Moramam Winko. Because after the game, you know, living the ambience, no one wants to be on the losing side. So it's always a very, very, very difficult game. And I think it's a game I wouldn't be surprised should they may more end up draw.
This game, man, already fans are saying, you know, the game to watch is the Banjul derby. Yanko gets the comments. And Habibi Hatib, so let me watch and camera a little bit, right? But Habib, this is one game bigger hamne man talk na money. You know what? Susun regional park si parewon. Benga am KG5 mingi correct. At least am nañ for 1,000 seats pour fans si taw. Banjul derby bi man muy joge combo sa dama fay pass ma dem setani ko.
Yep.
Loolu moom amut sax amut wax ju bari dafa toj so li yëpp moo laa wane rek cin bi lu ko teree neex mooy Parks yi moo sabati suñu football at bi should have been the best football ever for Gambian football because at bi leen qualify AFCON for the very first time at bi leen gis suñu cepee ñu ngi try si football at bi leen gis suñu ligue bi mu ngi dem kanam su Parks si pare woon KG5 pare Brikama pare suma waay East West Manjai imagine Marimo di play Manjai Tipakunda Kololi ñëpp a gëna so the same thing so this Banjul derby mu war a nekk in KG5 dafa toj dafa fees tel the atmosphere will be electric you know but yet still it's a game boo xam ne la mënut a soof waaw game boo xam ne la ñoom ñëpp Banjul lañ jógee te xam nga ne waa Banjul dañ fonkante waaw su ñoo play moom da ngaa fa ne lifin la moom Champions League final waaye ñoom dañ nekk nit ñoo xam ne dañ soppante loolu ku xam Banjul xam ko si ñoom so we expect a very very good game within them even though soo xoolee ne waa Banjul they look better down the years because ñoom soo xoolee si ligue bi dañuy finish foo xam ne dafa xaw a nice ay 7 position bi ay 6 so ñoom on paper they might be favorites but daa bi moom amul favorites daa bi ku njëkk a pare moo dee win so moo dee waral seen game si yëpp bu dee draw because they all up for it ku nekk da nga dee up sa game bu nga soo winee nga dem campé am la waxtaanee so luckily man maa ngi in town so yéen nekku leen fi so boobu maa xaki bay ana dem stade you know
sana sa waa ji jox nañu ko
ra seetaan ko kii man laal te duma ko wax dara am nga nit ko xam ne mu ngi laa tooñ depuis kañ mu maa tooñ you know depuis baraki déema nag naa la ko wax depuis baraki déema la ma nekk di tooñ si ron so mu ngi cool enjoyal sa game si
maa ngi fi de Yang de.
Habib, enjoy, you know, ñun dinañ la bàyyi nga enjoy because we would not be selfish tamit dañ dee appreciate content boo ñu dee jox from far, so appreciate nañ la trop. Another one here, I want to ask you, your Sana, first, Elite United at Ports. Elite United is a team being a hamne. They are almost like the Aston Villa of Gambia because so whole talent you guys in this league, not just sitting them on the bench. Then they play better, then they touch league. I'm going to explain. But they are always looking to make sure that they move this talent, you know, win them for tea. They have a really good program, huh?
Well, yeah, you're right. The project at LA United is basically players development, Lulu, and that has to be very clear. And I think you know, they're on right track. You know, 4th season in the 1st division. You know, taking in Lama, and then we want other players to follow suit. And hopefully the developmental aspect would be given more priority. And that's the reason players are given opportunity to showcase Liga Moon. I'm a very good scouting team now. They really sharp in identifying those raw talents, and I think I'm not really surprised. Nifaneka, most of them, when I was there, that's the time they came into the team, and I can tell you how they came into the team, and I'm not surprised the level they are in now. Elliot would not be making a lot of noise, and I think the noise would be more on the pitch than, you know, Isu Wali Dan be Agriel de Banjul. You know, we will just wait them to you know, ñu taal ligue bi, you know, def fa feel. Ñun moom dañoo ñëw rek li óor be óor mooy we're gonna play football. And having Elite United at Ports this weekend, it's a game. If you want to see like real football, these are teams they are definitely very, very good on the ball. And I think it's also going to be a game to watch.
Ports, you know, obviously they play in Elite, but Hatib, you frequent the league a lot. Ports nekana team bo hamne tamit. There is a lot of changes in team bi. Nga hamne to a point muna affect and force results in Gisnis and force 2 games. I mean, if you look at the team, you know, Captain Alaji wasn't there. Bala did not mute some people, but they unmute some people after they now unmute. Look at my minge echo. So Hole Captain Alaji Sar wasn't there. Send previous game we sent playmaker we Keba number 10 wasn't there. Send Nyari midfielder Alaji Diba Musa Kavi. I mean send center backs so Hole Momodu Juve Keba Mane, Usman Cham Abidi. So Hole Tamit, you know, a very good leader. Season post Binyavali wasn't there Tamit. But also guy in the nine players you have I'm not experienced in league. If you look at Babukar Sonko Deko Joge Hawks with many players ñoo xam ne am nañ experience ci league bi lu tax ñuy gis Ports mënuñoo teel a settle comme Elite naka leen settle because Elite dem nañ through the same changes waaye Ports lu tax gisuñ ñuy settle bu gaaw.
Hello.
ñu ngi laa dégg yeah.
Okay. It's going to be a really interesting game because ñaari team yu dee téye ball bi la ñaari team yu dee téye ball bi di play la because soo seetloo Ports comme coach Sana nu ñu nekkee di tooñ diggante waari daan ak Real noo dee déggee noise bi Ports doo dee déggee noise bi noonu si ñoom but soo ñëwee si biir field bi gis na noo footballee like they have a very good footballing style. And you can say the same for Elite United. It's going to be a very big game because Ports, okay, they did not start that well, but I'm not saying play your body or with play won't see first 2 games you know. So it's going to be a very, very, very interesting game.
Next up, guys, the New Dempsey game Fortune at Marimo. Habib Fortune ñu bari nekkuñ di bàyyi xel but this is a team boo xam ne if you look at their past 10 games they've only picked up 2 wins, you know, so at the end of last season seen consistency dafa over Bah on the negative side, meaning the Nekundi pick up enough points as Bugai Dore is. Why is people not talking about this? This should concern us. This is the current champions.
Football Gambia dafa am nu moo doxee team si seen frequency du benn am na team boo xam ne mun nañ ko dóor 5-0 all is well no gossip yow imaginal su nekkoon ne Real da bàyyi nga leen dóor 4 from the first day loolu dafa circulate for a month so loolu moo laa woon the might of the club seen difference yaa ma understand I can even use UK for example ñëpp xam ne Chelsea is a super big club but suñu doonee Chelsea 5-0 ak ñu doon Man U 5-0 du benn noise bi du benn. So lii mooy the same thing mooy happen Gambia xam team soo xam ne ñoom Wilder ñoom Real ñooñu mu neex la mu naxari la they are the team to beat soo leen winee dafa am xorom ñoom nga dee bëgg a win pour mun a eewu suba sol sot si koñ gi di xajal yaa ma understand loolu la yàlla dogal so despite the fact ne Fortune ñoo na wane na boppam because soo ñëwee beat an underdog ñëw win league bi you have put your name in the history of Gambian football. So a team like Hawks, the amount of league win, but the Hawks is a super big team. So Fortune come in and win the league, I'm not winning. But there's a problem there. I've been saying this from the beginning. Last time I told Sana Maneko, I watch Fortune closely because I have a close tie with them. So the famous players you have, buñ leen place yu ngay ñàkk noonu dafa difficult to replace them because nobody in the league will give you your best player. For example, Fortune bëggoon nañ Mboma but you see Mboma mu ngi Sénégal. For example, kan moo laa jox sa best players kan soo xoolee Waldan most of the players suñu jël yi enforce la ak ñoo xam ne dafa jógee from the outside so daf dee hard pour team jox la best place am daf dee hard xanaa nga tombé comme ñun ni ñu amee vet fekk mu ngi woon free transfer mu ñëw waaye su nekkoon ne mu ngi under contract it's gonna be difficult so Fortune have a mountain to climb while I also understand they got some players out injured yoo xam ne they expect them to come you understand am na players yu guy indi they are good players. Maybe they need time to gel with the team because I'm not player they adapt really fast. They need time to be in the system. Last time I went to watch them against Ouagadougou, that's my chicken city. You could see it was a much improved performance, and then goals were coming. So we expect they will bounce back because players young far. Man small opinion mooy this Lefo players like Lefo and Mar Tian Mar will be hard to replace. Even Bura and striker bi he will not give you goals every game, but he will give you a solid performance all round. He will run over defenders, he will hold the game really well, and he will bring people into play. So they need time. They need time to rediscover their form. Gambia mom some fans are very weak. In time, so play lose you are dead. It's a league. League points lost, points gain. I understand. So I hope Jane is doing a good job, and I hope that they will bounce back. That's my opinion because League Gambia mom non la. You can be behind. Run of form, win 4-5 games. There you go. But for now, to be honest, they are struggling. I don't know why. Why man small opinion more because of players in Hamne were with the team for quite a number of years. Mean the system, ham system, no move. Players coming in, they need time to gel. And then, maybe in the next we can join them now towards maybe 10 games. Then Hamne what's coming next for them.
Yeah, League B mom dafa young mom, to be quite frank. It's only 2 games. And I think Fortune have the resources to make sure at least they finish at a respectable place as respect Bunlen Johnson coach be seen organization be and everything. Didn't them see Steve Biko at GAF, so fake any history is on their side, Steve Biko. This team, Neku Team West, they may not be one of the top big dogs, but they are also nekun gan si league bi. If history is gonna sit on their end, I could really see them upset, teams like GAF and claim back that tag, that label, the giant killers and stuff like that. Hatib, Malagis Yange Yingal Sabopa before Funon. I'm looking at, GAF, obviously, they are very difficult to play, but Steve Bikotam, Nekana Timbo Hamne, Fogomane didn't surprise Nini Sundore GAF there.
Wow. Steve Biko couldn't buy hell. Bugay nekon si league bi. It's a team we compare with West Ham. They are very, very good at beating big teams. But pare ñoom ak gaaf suri wante won. It's basically backout teams. So it's going to be a very interesting game. Gaaf, they have a very disciplined side. They have a lot of experienced players. So it's going to be a wonderful game to watch because it's going to be experience against team boo xam ne mu ngi ñëw back to the league and has a point to prove. So game boobu noonu dina nekk a very interesting game.
Guys, yeah, Dilena was Jerry rek. Whoever is watching here, we appreciate na setan be pare na comment. We saw gis nañ Lamino Gavi. Momung don wax when is the Scorpions start camping for AFCON. I don't know if I have that information. Any one of you guys have that information? A very company AFCON before Scorpion. Can you guys camp at Funyo Campe?
So far that I think good because we expect that to be officialized by GFF. I think GFF they those kind of information first. So you get harder. GFF nañ ko publish anytime soon.
All right, thank you so much. Lamin Sufeke Yange Deglubete, this is what is going on. As soon as the information reach guy didn't share with the public. Guys, obviously this is one of the most exciting or entertaining or interactive show with Amphi. Absolutely. Lamin was a top guest. Hati Yangi Amphi fans, Amna Nyom Ruben, they are giving you shout outs, sa analysis bahna tarap. So we would love to have you here as often as you can because we know that you would bring us substance. Sana, we would just do the rotation, Nudores, then Habib, then Hatib, to say goodbye to the fans, or any other message Bobuga share based on the program time.
Yeah, thanks, Raz. Just the profit already, Jajefal Hatib. And Habib mom duma ko muna wadara because koku ori guy partner in crime la so bulori koku ñoo nekk ci background bi the jaajëfal seen liggéey boole na def and then this is Gambian football for us. Everybody has a role to play and I think having you and then dinañ book de indi ñoo xam ne ñu ngi ci yeneen teams yu tamit because this is a fun forum. We want to sit interact ñun am nañ opportunity léegi di seetaan game bi immediately after here sax nañ seetaan match gaaf bi ak foog naa ñi naka lañ tuddaat sax gaaf ak ñan la sax Biko I think is live dinañ am nañ opportunity seetaan ko ñu ngi jaajëfal GFF for making it easy for us to be able to watch the game su ko defee ñu ñëw toogaat fii pour waxtaanee ko it's important. Ras jërëjëf, thank you very much. Shout out to all the fans and then New Joland Reg, another rendezvous on Wednesday. Send hot program straight talk, and I think we will have an interesting thing lining up for Wednesday.
Thank you so much, Sana. Hatib dina dem see you next, but dam la buga readal assist score lumwa fi assist score is a big fan of this TV and playing wise for Gambia Jarud Masi Dugasa. Assist we are very happy that you always join us. Hatib mine I'm with Habib about the way we used to play. How ma lan lay wa fi the former team am nga don taga.
No national team bi la don wax. It's like more the defensive and the offensive minded situation. Bima see conversation with Monica Abib, and I think that was what he was referring to. Yeah, I agree. Everybody wants the team to play forward, go forward, and stuff. I understand that, but you also have to respect the fact that the coach is defensive, and then we have to respect the fact that he's a defensive coach. What can we do? We can only watch live the idiom.
That's true. Hatip, indi nañ la pour league bi, but also we know you are one of the biggest Scorpion fans. Te du fear ñu bàyyi la nga dem te jëluñ ay few ideas or I few concern or questions or anything loo bëgg a share regarding suñ AFCON bi ak team bi.
Well, gis naa list bu génna. I was hoping ne am na yenn players yu fa nekkun fa. But then again, here against African Cup of Nations, lu des bariwut. Gis naa sa post boo def ne like this is the team. These are the players yoo xam ne si la coach bi di defee final listam. So we just have to support these players. Dëgg la, we are underdog going for the first time, but we have a point to prove. So fu mu nekk nii everybody has to come on board and support the team. It's our first time. We have to go and put a respectable performance. And I'm backing the players yuñ jël nii because I'm very critical about the team. Always maa ngi on tom, but he has made his decision. So we'll all rally behind him and behind the team, support leen guy dem African Cup ba pare wane fa jàmbaar wane fa play bu rafet maa ngi gis Habib ok moom ak naka la waati coach Sana ñu ngi doon push and pull si affaire yi the style of play dëgg la team mun nga play a defensive kind of football but nga play defensive kind of football ba pare play a compact football. That doesn't mean come nekkuloo di play well. So I'm with Sana on that. Waaye fancy Gambian football tamit didn't mean a style of play boo xam ne comme bugga nañ di attack teams yi, but we are in a very 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 tough group. Doo dem di play ak Mali di leen attack, doo dem di play ak Tunisia di leen attack, danga dem jox leen respect. When the chances are there, we have the strikers yoo xam ne dinañ mun a deliver. So fu mu nekk nii here against AFCON Tom daal nañ ko jox full support. After loolu noonu then we will see how to move forward. Jërëjëf.
Ras, you do about it.
Mane, this is your time to share with us anything ranging from Beck, Lumfi Indi, or AFCON B, or League B, or all of them.
For more clarify Madam Hassan about the playing pattern. For emphasize more, I'm okay with Gambia playing Algeria or Nigeria or these top clubs. But I agree that we have to approach the game with discipline, sit back, defend well, and hit them on the counter. Man, suma agreement way, we cannot use the same pattern of football against all opponents. Lolu is not right. So you play a team more upper dollar. You find a way to win. Then you can defend deep and win or play. Why? Munoma understand any other game when you play, we are playing the same, despite the fact that opponents in the game. Game buneka akninko approach man lola believe. And Sana is a coach more. So we have to go there and attack every team. No, I'm not saying that. But I'm not team so having that. Team so having you have to go and show your authorities. So Holly Falcons didn't play against Hawks, didn't play they do better. You know, they were playing with a team where they feel like we're gonna go on them. Because we were in the second division winning guy and we were crown champions. But when they play against Hawks, they were a bit more disciplined. But how many Hawks is a big team? So man, in this small argument, not direct. We have to go and attack all teams. And football, Lord defend them. You know, you have to attack somehow because so why Gambia margin plays in the past year. Soon you score 1 or 2, then they attack. So whenever you attack, then you clear chance. just recently against New Zealand. We are defending while when the best attack guy in 20 minutes, I meant 4 to 5 chances. So attack is the best way to win. Man, like this. And then, Beck, once again, thank you very much. On this platform, we will play our quota. Sanan here, we will buy some tickets because Hamga Boka. And then together, Gambia forward. And after the 40-man squad, I'm on time to check it out. I'm soon next program straight talk. Then ko muna discuss buba. So for now, man dama jema daw start ko xamane match bu is around 30-35 minutes. So ma jema muna sit on second half arm force biko. And then ma had Marimo ak Nini Fortune for the second game. So guys, it was nice to have our brother Hatib. So Hamud only politics. Hatib don't only do politics. Anything Gambian he's in. He is very flexible. So kuko heb nak yang nasa bobo.
Bro, jërëjëf waay dinañ la join ci stade bi seetaan those games. Feel la show bi the NA guys, and we just want to give a big shout out to the guy behind the scene, Omar, ko xamne mo ñu nekk di dimbele di run things. Until Wednesday, guys, we would see you here again. The same time with different topic. 40-man squad bi dinañ ko tepi that day mom. All right, guys, yeen si jama. Peace out. All right, Hatib, jërëjëf waay Sana jërëjëf waay